Hi, welcome to my new house. I've been here for almost a month now and it's been a very difficult month. I still don't have a filming setup, so even though I wanted to do a get ready with me and do a little heart to heart, I couldn't. So you'll only see me wear jewelry today. I'm still trying to get a nice filming setup. Once I do, I promise I have so many things to share. I have some new pieces from Ana Luisa and I really love them. These are perfect for the holiday season and I really like some of their new designs. So I want to show you this. I definitely need to go to a watch shop to get it taken in, and it's a really beautiful kind of watch strap. It's really nice. I think it's so pretty. It's also masculine without it being too overt. I think it's still quite dainty, so I really like the aura bracelet, and it also comes with additional links. All of the pieces come in their very own little canvas bags, so these are great for traveling on the go if you kind of need a nice place to store them without fearing that they'll get scratched or tarnished. Then I think these are a really good option. So in these bags I also have one necklace. So this is the May necklace. It's got this like mother of pearl finish and then a crescent that kind of like goes around it with little I don't know if they're diamond. And then the chain itself is also that like very signature Ana Luisa link. It also has adjustable straps. Woo! Nice. Okay, and finally, I'm actually already wearing a pair of Ana Luisa earrings. These are super pretty. I love them very much and they were perfect for the holidays. I will write the name on the screen and you will know what it is. And now I'm actually gonna switch to these. These are called Celeste. So these are how the earrings look. These are my favorite pieces from Ana Luisa and I really love them. They're really cute. If you want to check them out, I highly recommend doing it now because they're having the biggest sale of the year with 10% off store-wide and up to 60% off for their last chance items. So I will list the names of all the pieces that I've mentioned and also a link where you can shop now. I guess I just wanted to quickly check in because obviously the universe did not appreciate my 40-minute rant into what's wrong. I was out of focus. It's just been really difficult. I feel really guilty saying that because it's obviously such a privilege to upsize from living alone to an even bigger space with my partner. I don't know, I think in theory like it sounds so great. I'm gonna not get emotional. Okay. In theory it sounds fantastic and it was a lot more smooth sailing in my head, but I think it's been very overwhelming. I did not expect to cry. I was not expecting to cry. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna be quite negative in this video. I am gonna be talking about like how it's been difficult for me lah, and I know it comes from a very privileged position, but I do want to share the realities of moving out, living alone, starting from scratch, and living with your partner and relearning how to do these things. So if you don't like this negativity, if you don't like me being very realistic and just honest about these things, then this is not the video for you. I can't believe I was out of focus for that long, but I'm also filming with like my iPhone, so it's the back camera I can't see. I haven't been settling as well as I had expected and I had hoped. Moving into my first place, the grey apartment as I shall call it from henceforth, was such a pleasure. It was freshly renovated, it was fully furnished with like vintage furniture that I loved, and a lot of the things were kind of like settled for me already. So moving in there, I think I've been spoiled rotten and I really didn't anticipate it being as hard as it is. To move from a one bidder to a 3-bedroom penthouse with a partner and a dog, I think it's been a lot more difficult than I could have ever anticipated. Oh, that is not furnished, by the way. So we've had to look for our own furniture, get our own furniture. That's been difficult. And the biggest stressor of this entire house, actually, I didn't expect it, but it's the staircase. The staircase is very narrow and it's quite steep, and first of all it takes up a lot of space, right, you know, square footage wise, and I'm just like, ugh. And we cannot really put anything along it, like even like decor and stuff, you know, on the steps and stuff. The biggest point of frustration for me is that every time someone has to deliver something, they have to charge an additional how much, and they usually like pretty pissed off because they're like, I didn't anticipate there being like, you know, staircase in this house. And yeah, even for me, like physically moving my own boxes has been really tough. It's also tiring if you like forget some, I don't know, I'm sure some of y'all can relate if you have staircases in your homes also. I didn't ever have one growing up, so like I did not know that it was gonna be such an inconvenience, but you just, you know, have to physically go up. Like if I'm leaving the house and I'm like, ah shit, I left my phone upstairs, and then I have to like physically walk all the way up. And for penthouses, right, it gets really hot because it's like mostly glass, and then it's like the top floor and it's like just like sun city, so it's really hot. You get sweaty, and now that we're kind of trying to find homes for our things, you know, we don't have like a permanent spot for a lot of them yet. I find myself like having to go back and forth on being like, okay, should I keep some of my art supplies upstairs, should I keep them downstairs, like, you know, if I don't have enough space in my office, stuff like that. And you know what, I was thinking about this, from a 700-ish 750-ish like square foot 1-bedroom apartment to this place, right? This place is 1,500 square feet, which sounds really big, but the roof is fucking humongous. And the roof, I mean, obviously we cannot put any storage and stuff in there, right? So if you take out the roof, I would say you'll get like maybe 1,000 square feet, and then 1,000 square feet you divide it by 2, right? It's actually 500 square feet, which is smaller than 750 square feet. So I actually have less space for storage and for my own stuff than I had previously, which is very depressing considering that I'm paying nearly 1.5 times my previous rent right now. Yeah, I only did my calculations and realized this like 1 week before I moved in, so then I had like a little mini panic, because that's the main reason why I'm moving out of that wonderful apartment, is because I need more storage space. It's just been more difficult, I think, adjusting, and that is the reality of moving in with a partner, moving into a new space, moving into an empty apartment. I might have, sorry, I'm guilty of this lah, I might have glamorized like moving out a little bit too well, you know, like I think I made it look really easy because my first time round was really that easy, but these are the realities of moving. I don't know, like, am I getting cold feet? I don't know if I'm getting cold feet with this apartment for sure. I don't know if I'm getting cold feet like moving in with Mavis. And this is nothing against her as a person, it's just my preference for living alone and feeling like I have my own schedule and I have, you know, my own space. Like, I think a safe space is really important, and being able to utilize all of the space and being able to make decisions quickly and decisively on my own. I think I really miss that. It's just small things in general. Like I didn't really have a great experience previously when I had a roommate, so I think I'm a little like scarred by that, and I think I'm actively trying to prevent making those mistakes that were made. And you know, with a partner, you are already so comfortable and you do have like underlying issues, right? Underlying problems, and living together brings a new dynamic to that. So let's say if you have some like unresolved issues, if you have some incompatibilities, some like fundamental lack of communication, it's exacerbated when you become housemates basically. So it's definitely been tough. Like it's been not just like physically very draining, you know, having to move physically and like unpacking and trying to sort things out and lifting stuff. Like I lost quite a lot of weight just doing that, but also mentally it's been really exhausting because your life isn't normal until you get everything on track. But to be able to do that, like there are so many steps, like getting the furniture, arranging for the guys, assembly, you know, like even before that, measuring the space, picking out what to get, what color, you know, it's a lot of like decision fatigue. and actually having to physically set the space up, having to physically unpack, and having to decide where your items go. So for me now, like from having a space where everything was seamless, like I had all of my skincare, my makeup, my vanity, my dressing table all in one space, now I've had to split them up into basically three different spots, because there isn't enough like physical space in the master bedroom for my dressing table, and my dressing table has to be on the other side, and also because I film with that. And so having to work out all of these logistics, like where things go, how my routine is gonna look like. Obviously I'm not trying to like walk all around the house getting ready, right? So I'm trying to make it as seamless as possible, and at the same time make it be like a filming setup friendly kind of space, which is difficult because there are big wide windows here and sliding doors, which essentially like render it useless in terms of placing furniture, but also at the same time I need to rely on them for light. I could go on and on about like the problems that I have with the logistics of this place, but I'm not going to, because I know it just sounds like kind of bratty. And that is what my life is looking like now, you know, having to strategize with your different like sockets, because for some reason there are very few sockets in this house. Like it's so strange. I feel like this house is like very boutique and very bougie, right? But it's made to sell, like it's not made for people to live in, like it's not intuitive. So from having like quite an intuitive space, obviously because I also had like 3 years of living in the previous grey apartment that I got very comfortable with, right? Yeah, from living in that comfortable seamless experience to being here and having to work out all of these kinks again and again, and having to deal with so much of it because the space is so big, it's been very overwhelming. So I've been breaking out in eczema. It hasn't been so bad since I was like 8 or 9, so this would be the worst that it's ever been in 14 years. And as a grown woman, and you know, being on the internet and you know, having a lot of people look at me, like it's really, I feel really ugly. I feel embarrassed, you know, that like my stress is manifesting like on my skin and there's really nothing that I can do about it. I feel really out of control. I'm like scratching. It's just really stressful. I'm a lot better now, thank you so much. I think I only have like a little bit here left and like the back of my knee, but it comes and goes, you know. And I've just I'm just very tired, yeah, which is why I think I just haven't been filming. It's like I look ugly. My pimples, oh my god, the amount of breakouts I was having on my face was unreal. I think that was the worst it's ever been in like a few years also. I would say maybe 4 or 5 with the eczema. And me and Mavis, we did fight like quite a bit, so it was not great. And just like the physical chore of moving and having to settle in a new place, and also having to acclimate Noodles into the new space. I mean, he's really doing very well in this space. He really loves it and I'm very happy for him. The other big thing that I've had to learn is that the relationship between you and your partner, you and your roommate, you and whoever, is never 50-50. Now it's a matter of like, hey, what responsibilities do you hold? Like, what responsibilities do I hold? Like, how do I contribute and how do you contribute, and how can we try to make this fair and how can we try to make this work? So it's been a lot of like negotiations and communication, and there are times obviously when it goes through kinks and when it goes through breakdowns and you both are frustrated, you both are tired, you know. It's obviously been draining for Mavis as well, and she has a full-time job. Her job doesn't afford the same flexibility as my job does, where I can just like stop work for like 2 to 3 weeks to try and get the house, you know, as livable as possible. So yeah, it's just been hard. Our furniture is not even all in yet. Like we still have I think 3 different deliveries or 3 different batches, not including like the Shopee stuff that's coming in. Even like bathroom racks, there are no bathroom racks. Like we had to put all of our stuff on the floor. I had to bring in like a spare like caddy that like I had to buy from IKEA, like stuff like that, you know. It's just like the little things that I didn't even think about. Like I didn't think that I would have to put in so much extra work for, and it really does feel like I just uprooted my entire life and am building it from scratch and not knowing if I made the right decision. Yeah, so it really sucks. I am feeling better day by day. I think I am slowly able to make this place a more livable space for me and for Mavis and for Noodles, and we are slowly like just getting a little bit better. You know, there's more stuff that's unpacked. We know where most of our things are now, and it's just a lot less stressful. And I do prioritize taking breaks now instead of just focusing on getting everything done, because sometimes like you need to wait for the furniture to come, you need to wait for your partner to make a decision. Like, you just can't do anything, you just have to wait. So I'll take those times to like relax, enjoy myself, decompress, like, you know, make use of the new facilities and like stuff like that lah. Just enjoy myself until I feel rested, I feel good, I feel prepared, I don't have eczema, and then I'm like, okay, let's get back to work. That's how my life is now. I'm very glad to be leaving this on a better note, because not gonna lie lah, like the past month was really the hardest month in the entire year, and I was second guessing myself, and above all, feeling like every decision that I have made, from choosing to rent this house to moving in with Mavis to even the color of certain like furniture, I have been second guessing myself so hard. I've been regretting the decisions that I've made. I've had to double back on so many of them. I don't trust myself to make the right decisions for myself, and I don't feel proud of myself. Like, I feel really frustrated. Like, I'm usually really good with decisions, but I think recently I've just been either second guessing the heck out of myself or just relying on other people to make the decision for me. So I'm trying to reclaim my energy, I'm trying to reclaim that responsibility, I'm trying to reclaim that decisiveness that I usually have. And now that it's Capricorn season, I feel like I got it. From here on out, sorry for that mega segue, I'm gonna continue documenting it. I think I was really embarrassed and like really afraid of showing it as how it looks now, because I don't think it's inspirational. But also I think like not everything is meant to be inspirational lah. Like, you need to learn how to eat shit every once in a while, you know what I mean? Like, I need to learn how to eat shit every once in a while, and just document the process of, you know, having something not be yours, you know, not feel like yours, from having a space that feels really foreign. Like, I've injured myself in this place like so much, you know, when you're just not used to it. You're like, oh my god, even the height of the racks for the clothes is like just a little bit too high for me, and so I'm just like rewiring my mindset from like this was definitely the wrong decision and I feel panicked and I feel regret, to being like, okay, how can I make this work, you know, at least for the next 2 years. We already have the lease signed, I already paid for fucking everything, and I'm just gonna try to make it work. So you'll see from now on, I'm gonna post a lot more vlogs. I think like this space is kind of nice to film vlogs, so it's nice light and stuff like that. And I'm also gonna do a bit more like desk tours, like office tours, makeovers. Maybe we'll go to a nursery to check out some plants, buy some plants. This was what I originally planned, you know, like to do the entire like home up with you guys on camera and to really document the process. But because the first month was just so overwhelming and it was so stressful and it was so chaotic and I wasn't in the right state of mind to film at all, I feel like I kind of missed out on a lot of that. So I'm gonna try and make up for lost time lah, and I'm just gonna try and do that. So yes, that's all. Thank you so much for sticking by with me. If you're excited for what's to come, if you want to show me some love, if you enjoyed this video, you sick bastard, you can like this video. Don't forget to also subscribe to my channel, and you know, stay tuned for all the things that I'm, you know, promising you guys right now. If you have any requests, if you want to, you know, see anything in particular, if you have any ideas, you know what, I'm kind of thinking of like doing like a mood board tour with you guys on my Pinterest and kind of like showing you guys what I have envisioned for the space. So if you guys are interested in that too, we could go like online shopping together. I don't know, let's see, you know, let me know. And turn on your notifications. I won't be away for as long as I was. I will try my best to be back next week, so when I do, you'll know if you have your notifications on, and I will see you guys soon. Yeah, bye.